of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Patriots and the Titans, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Tonight, the final dress rehearsal, week 3 of the preseason. And we got a good matchup on tap, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air, and off we go from Nashville. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
Those who expected Ryan Tannehill to go quietly into the night after the Titans drafted Will Levis, well, they clearly don't know this man well at all. He's a fighter and former comeback player of the year, and expects to have his best season yet as a pro in this campaign.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 39-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. To throw is Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Jones on the return.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now Jones. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
To about the 35, 2nd down. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call his broken play?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays, and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Here's Jones. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that 1st drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
A good pickup there at 22. Throwing Jones. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Jones. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Looking to throw. Jones looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that'll make the score 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Steps away to his left. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tannehill. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
First down now, but that clock rolling. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but it's still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
That one on the money to Bourne downfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. He's got it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Jones keeping it on the sneak. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Elliott diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime. Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. Third quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Jones hit, and the ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
The slot man in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And hold up here, an injured player. And that's quarterback Ryan Tannehill who's shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Badgley able to knock this one through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So the Patriots coming out now. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. New England trying to get a place on offense. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in 1 play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
At the Patriots' 46-yard line.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Back to throw, it's Levis. And the catch made by Hopkins. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Levis. That's complete to Traylon Burks. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots' 21-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville from the 21. Here's 2nd down and 3. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Right back to Spears. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for illegal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
They'll go for it. It's Spears. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. A 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now. 2nd and 2. Zappi back to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Going play action here with Zappi. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Zappi, he wants to change it up. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep, Thornton. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Zappi. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Back to Stevenson on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.